I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Another Valoris Tantibus, Ravenshade, Session 11, Belly of the Beast. It's been a while, but when we last left our crew, they were talking about infiltrating the clerisy with their old companion, Petrovich. They made sure to gather all their supplies. We are at the last moments before they take their first steps. So let's check in and see where they're at and how soon we're going to dive right into it.
I could have sworn you were about to say how soon we're going to die.
That's a possibility. That is a distinct possibility. But if I remember correctly, let's go ahead and make sure that everybody has everything recorded on your sheets that you need, all your potions. I did have to restore to a previous point, so some things might be a little off.
Oh,
as long as
my potions.
Yeah, as long as Muranaka has his potions, I think we're good.
Inside the corpse of my only friend.
Oh
yeah. I have a rod of. I have a rod of the pack keeper now.
That does happen.
I still have things that are not identified.
Tough. Moving on. No, we'll take a look here. What sort of things?
Backpack gem, pair of goggles. What else in here? Because we had bought these from the during last session that we had. Backpack, pair of goggles. I don't believe the cloak is one. The 2 iron rods I know are them, and potions, I believe.
The gem and the cloak are done. I don't... Oh, that backpack. They should all be identified for you, boys.
Potion. Double checking. The 10 potions as well. And the 2 iron rods.
Oh my god.
I know, I bought a lot. I had a bunch of money.
No, it's good. It's good.
I was like, we're gonna go with problem solving.
You're a potion machine. What was the other one?
The 2 iron rods between the incense
Gotcha.
and the leather.
I know what those are. Good purchase. All right. Anybody else?
I don't think so. The only thing I had, I gave to somebody else.
All right. So since it has been some time, perhaps we want to go over just a little bit more of the plan that you guys want to go through, just to kind of refresh ourselves. Sound good?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Who would like to start?
Yes.
So we decided we're going to infiltrate the clerisy, underneath the clerisy. We were told by Petrovich that he could get us to the entrance and theoretically come with us or not.
He's going to get us in through the secret door thing.
Yeah, and we know the password, I believe, or not. I don't remember that part. But we know where it is.
Okay. Were you guys planning on making a distraction, relying on Petrovich to sneak you in, your own kind of, what's the word? Clandestine abilities?
Yeah, a bit of subterfuge.
I don't know. What were we planning on doing?
Well, now's a good time to discuss it if you...
I don't know, y'all have any thoughts on ways that we want to get in there?
We go through the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I remember saying, like, front door, saying that we wish to learn more about the clerisy.
Oh,
Maybe
wait,
get shown around.
I thought we were going in, like, the secret entrance, and he was taking us to, like, the shortcut way.
I will be honest.
Well, we need to get there first.
So
Yeah.
he's telling you that the area where you guys need to get there is an area within the clerisy that is kind of off limits because of his involvements in things. He thinks that he still has access to that area. It's not a back door into the clerisy. It's a way into a back door. If that makes sense.
Okay, so like it's once we're in, he can get us to this door.
Yeah,
Okay.
and unfortunately, we really can't go in the front door because the clerics definitely know who we are, and we can't just hail Hydra our way through them and be like,
Do they?
"No, where are we? We're on our side. We're on your side."
Do they?
I'm pretty sure they do.
They know who you are.
They know who. They know two of us. The ones who are counted amongst their ranks.
I mean, if you'd like to try, I'm for it.
Hal hasn't really been mask off in forever.
Petrovich probably would speak up at this point and kind of look at Boris. He kind of looks at you, Boris, and says, "It has been some time. They may have questions. Perhaps I could pose that we're bringing you in for a spiritual alignment."
Elevation. It could work. Though I do have to wonder if they'll question why we're coming in so well armed.
Yeah, he'll
I
glance
don't
at
know
the
what
others.
you're talking about. I'm not armed. And unless I check, neither is Hal.
I have a walking stick.
Fair. Fair.
You know, now I think about it, I think the only two... Well, Muranaka, I suppose.
I do have, Muranaka does have, like, 2 swords in his waist. You know, 2 small katanas.
We could sneak them in a bag of holding if they're not. I mean, they would have to invert the bag of holding, which they could do to find it. I don't know.
And as you say that, he's stuffing the swords inside Tsunade's corpse.
Boris is going.
And then I'm just gonna slowly but surely tuck it inside my robes.
Before you tuck it inside your robes, Boris is going to drop the entire portable ram inside of your your corpse.
Very carefully place the portable ram.
As to not crush anything else inside of the mystical dimension of the corpse.
So I guess we're heading in the front door and trying to lie our way through this.
And what are we doing with the 2 non-clerics? Or sorry, the 4 non-clerics?
Oh, right, because we're theoretically only getting Boris in for spiritual realignment.
I am a bodyguard.
Petrovich will look at you. "I don't think that will do. New recruit."
Shepard always needs...
I don't think that would work.
He kind of stares at you.
I mean, honestly, have you met me?
He kind of
Makoto just
scratches his head. Point taken.
Makoto just smirks. Shepard always needs some more for the flock, does he not?
We could always go with the old reliable. They have come to learn of the teachings of the clerisy, as they are new residents and are now living here. Simplest lie. That also has a beat of truth in it. I don't know.
I don't know. That sounds entirely truthful to me.
You are interested in
We
learning more about the clericsy.
Yeah.
Mayhaps not in the way that they want you to.
Well, it sounds like the bare bones of a plan.
Yeah. Yeah,
Last check. Everybody got everything they need?
I think so.
I believe so.
Okay. I know Shizuka is having some difficulty with Discord, so we may have to catch up once we get them back on. All right. So, you guys gather your things. You think that you have at least somewhat bare bones of a plan, although you might be leaning a little bit on improv, but we'll see how this goes. You guys travel through the wreckage of the city. A lot of it still kind of burning, smoldering from the aftermath of the Great Dragon and its raising. You'll pass through mostly unscathed. The closer that you get to the Clerisy, the less presence of the Merkava that you will see. Kind of in the city proper, you can see that they're kind of doing their thing, but it's kind of odd that you're really not seeing anything over on this side. One second, I'm getting whispered.
I'm going to guess that the lessened presence is just territorial, basically, at this point.
Yeah.
Probably.
Send in some whispers here real quick. All right. So as you guys start to approach this direction, maybe after 5-10 minutes, you kind of look around and you notice that Shizuka has kind of... They're going to return at some point here and let you know that they did just a little bit of scouting. The lawn of the Clerisy, there is a lot of, I guess, activity is the best way to put it. Although the city is kind of on high alert, most of the citizens are trying to pick up the pieces and sort. But Shizuka's going to report that it's almost as though the Clerisy is on patrol, like military sort of routes, and is just like on full kind of lockdown mode.
Mm-hmm.
This may prove difficult.
This may make our plan not work.
Petrovich looks at you. We can turn back. We can try. If we fail, we run.
We could always just brute force our way in.
I mean, if we're asking to go inside, the worst they can do is say no. Correct?
Orculus. And Petrovich smiles.
Well, that's just the brute force method with slightly extra steps.
Yeah. I mean, if they try and kill us, then we just break out.
Kill them first. Walk it off.
I mean, at that point, it's self-defense. They tried to kill us.
Exactly.
They have no reason to turn us away then, except for we're killing their men. Angrily.
Okay. So, we know the plan. You guys are going to get stopped and kind of half questioned the way up. So I want to handle this in a few different ways. You have your choice. You can try to kind of bluff, deception your way out of it. You could try to just kind of blend in, feel like you're fit, performance. Or you can really try to slink back, become really unnoticed. Stealth. You guys can obviously leverage for something different, but you're going to have to explain to me how that's going to be pertinent. But choose one of those skills and drop it in the bucket.
So we all get to pick our own?
Yes. Stealth, performance, deception, I guess persuasion.
Which of these is the best for me? Stealth, 4. Performance, -1. Deception, also -1.
Oh,
yeah, no,
Nice
these
bucket.
are very good.
that's not my bucket.
All right, let's go with that one.
That was a good roll, though.
I'm just trying to like blend in with the group and like I am here as a bodyguard and literally no other reason, kind of thing.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, you kind of do your best to not draw attention to yourself, to really
When Mc-
Yeah.
blend
when
in with the
Makoto's
crowd.
If Makoto's getting questions, he's just like saying stuff like, "Oh, but these are trying times. Is it not wrong? Is it wrong of me to seek comfort in a higher power?"
So we're gonna role play this out. I already have your guys' scores here. So
Oh,
as you guys move up, two of the clerisy, you can tell that they're not quite Merkava. Boris and Petrovich would kind of describe them as kind of the younger acolytes, those who are kind of in a waiting position to get into something a little bit higher. So they'll kind of do the bitch duties like guard duty and that sort of thing. This is kind of more the extreme outer perimeter, just kind of out of sight, out of mind, see how these people do. They're going to approach your group. Petrovich. One of them looks at Boris. I've seen you before. They say, Markov Boris, yes? Kind of a younger man.
We are all who we need to be in the time that we need it. Are we not?
Yes, I suppose. I had just heard something, I don't know. I see Petrovich has brought you back to the fold, regardless.
Yes, Father Petrovich has convinced me that I need some time back with the clerisy.
I see. And who are these people?
Boris looks back for a moment, pondering his words before turning back. They are new recruits for the cause.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Ones who wish to take up the way of the cloth, as it were.
We could definitely use some more hands. His companion, a kind of a dwarf, a little hardier, obviously, than his human companion. Let them get on with it. We've got the job to do. You guys pass. You guys will move up the front lawn. As you're moving down the way, you can see a group of 4 clerics come out. They're led by somebody in a more military, again, kind of position. Probably Merkava. Petrovich doesn't say exactly who it is, but they'll kind of approach and they'll give a kind of short bow. May Krishnev be upon us.
And upon you, brother.
One of the clerics turns to Boris. What are you doing back here?
Brother Petrov has convinced me I should come back. Take some time to reacquaint myself. My time away has not been conducive, shall we say, to my own studies and mind,
One of the
my own faith.
the Merkava points at Makoto. What about this one?
well, these are trying times, are they not? I simply figured that the church would be the best place to seek guidance.
You can see, although he's staring down his nose at you, he kind of sizes you up. Yes, perhaps. You don't look very skillful.
Are looks the only way that we may serve our God, our Creator?
The Merkava kind of stares at you, doesn't say anything. One of the clerics says, "Well, these are trying times." They excuse themselves and head off. Travel forward right at the front gates. You can see that there are 2 armed guards stationed. Heavy armor, shields, pikes.
Yeah, lovely.
They nod to Petrovich. The elf spits at your feet, Boris.
A pleasant greeting to you too, brother.
The fuck are you doing back here?
Some time with the clerisy was much needed. It seems my time away has shifted my views for the worse. I need to come back in touch with my proper roots. Petrov has been very helpful in showing me the light.
Yes, I'm sure he has. Brought in more wayward souls? What about you, Baldy?
Who's he talking
First
to?
off,
Muranaka.
my name is Muranaka.
Oh.
First off, my name is Muranaka.
His companion goes, he didn't ask you what your name was. What's your business?
Oh, my apologies.
They are with us. More converts for the cause.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that they could speak for themselves.
Yeah, I can speak for myself. Gosh. Honestly, they tell you you can make some easy coin by helping out the local priests. Get dragged to this temple and they don't even let you talk. Don't even let you talk for yourself.
The
I'm
human.
beginning to wonder if I'd even made the right move.
Coin? What kind of coin?
I was promised food and lodging in order to help the people. After all, a giant, people are calling it dragon, oh sure, that's what it was, attacks the town. Of course people are going to need help. So where do? You go to the temple, you become a priest, and you get food and lodging because you help the people.
They look at you. They point over towards Hal. At least this one knows to shut his fucking mouth. You're a terrible liar. I hope your religious work is better than your deception, my friend.
Wait, so I don't get food and lodging?
I'm sure they'll find something for you. The elf.
Give a very snide look over at Hal. Almost like you tricked me.
Oh no. You're free to go inside. They part and open the gates. As you all start to enter in,
Wait, did we actually get through that?
yeah, you guys had rolled really well, except for the obvious one. I'm sorry.
Muranaka?
Yeah, Muranaka did not roll very well.
Does
So,
not surprise me.
as you guys start to move into the compound, very, very obviously, very audibly, they grab hold of Petrovich's arm. A word, brother. The elf looks back at you all. Go on, we won't keep him long. Petrovich, he kind of stops, looks over at you guys, and is, that kind of pause, like waiting for a signal.
I didn't hear stuff too clearly. You said it's just the one elf?
It's an elf and a human. They're stopping. They essentially want to stop and talk to Petrovich in privy and told you guys to basically fuck off and go in. Petrovich, of course, stops, looks at you guys for either like an okay or
I'll
nonverbal
give him, like,
cues.
A
Makoto
subtle
will nod. Makoto will also nod.
Can anyone hear me?
And
Yes.
Yes. I'll give a subtle nod and turn and walk inside.
Okay. Petrovich he'll kind of do the like the upward nod, the real
The reverse nod.
basically sup. Yeah, like I've got this. As you guys are kind of stepping away, you can hear him. I hate to be rude, but I am Merkava. There are rules. What do you want? They kind of look over at you guys. No, it's nothing. Why don't you go catch up with your friends? Petrovich just kind of storms off. You can see his hand was inching close to his gun.
Petrovich was about to grab his gun.
Yeah, you could see that he was kind of positioning his hands. But
Yeah.
okay, you guys are in the Clerisy compound. I don't have like a big map here. You guys, of course, now that you're in, very little impediment in your way.
Well, that went well.
You guys had rolled very well. It could have went south very, very quickly. So kudos to you guys. Shizuka, did you ever get your mic fixed?
You guys hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Awesome.
Yeah, because here's the thing: the Discord app sucks.
I
now I'm
can
just using the actual web version.
I completely agree with you. I have trouble with it all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, right now I'm using the web version. If that crashes, I'm going to, I don't know, go nuts.
Switch to mobile.
Live
And
on
sound
now.
like an or
We'll use ham radios.
Smoke signal. Smoke
I
signal.
know you laugh, but I've got access to one out in my garage.
I bet you do.
Yeah, but I don't. So
Oh.
that's not gonna help.
All right, your guys' homework. You need to go buy ham radios.
And get licensed.
Yeah, and then we have to interface it into our computers. All right, so as you guys enter in, he, of course, is going to lead you around a labyrinthine kind of maze. Boris, you're a little more familiar with this. The Clerisy itself is not laid out the best, probably by design. So you're going to be ushered past halls where you can hear people kind of chanting, learning, all sorts of things. You're going to pass some rooms where there's some hand-to-hand combat training that seems to be going on. Just kind of this and that. Eventually you're going to get back to more an academic sort of study as you guys move kind of through this compound. Petrovich, go ahead.
Wasn't like this when I snuck into the temples back home.
It is, yes, very different.
So closer to like the monastery where I trained.
Yeah, it would be much closer to a monastery. As you guys kind of pass through the religious front, you're going to get more to the kind of the academic learned kind of section. So you're going to go through a pretty decent sized library. I mean, it's not huge or expansive, but there seems to be quite a few bound books, scrolls. You can see there are attendants taking care of this. Petrovich doesn't stop as he continues to move through. You guys move down towards the end of a hallway. You can see a few kind of almost like statues that have been erected. They're of the human form, but they're pretty nondescript, so to speak. He walks over between two of the statues. You can see there's like almost like a stained glass window in between the two. As you kind of look through the stained glass, you can see some of the burning fires and such that are outside. He twists a bracelet on one of the arms, grabs hold of a belt on the other, gives it a twist. That stained glass that you were looking at kind of opens up into a doorway. He grabs what appears to be the handle, looks at you all. Are we ready for this?
I don't think I'll be more ready for. I don't think time will make me more ready.
Yeah, we're as ready as we'll be.
I have a fireball on standby.
Should I retrieve my weapons?
Yes, anybody who needs to get anything out last second. Let's do it just inside the door.
You can see Petrovich kind of put his ear to the door. I don't hear anyone. Perhaps we came at a good time.
Do you want a second opinion on that?
By all means.
I'm gonna do the listen thing. as
Okay.
well. Fuck it, right?
Do I need to roll for the something?
You're more than welcome to.
I am going to hand everyone a potion of greater healing.
Nice.
Everybody gets one.
With my ears, I have a passive 22 on listen with advantage.
Well, this is an active check, so you gotta roll. I think.
So
Because if you're asking to do it, it's
4.
All right.
greater. Should be 44 plus 4, if I remember correctly.
So
Yeah,
both
and I
Makoto,
can- There's 4 other people here, right?
you have a
Yes,
party of
there are
5.
4 others.
So,
5 of us?
There are
Yes.
5.
are these the special greater healings that are 48 plus 4, or are they just 44
No,
plus 4?
44 plus 4. They're the normal ones.
Just normal ones,
Okay.
yes.
Oh, I was wondering if it was the Kiev special.
No, a lot of I like to kind of spice up the dropped ones, so to speak.
Okay.
So as both Makoto and Shizuka take a moment, you don't hear anything. It's kind of oddly silent in this room. You can hear the commotion, in and around you as some people are kind of shuffling paper and moving around in hallways.
It's like nothing's moving back there.
I don't like this.
I don't either.
All right.
Usually you can hear at least the wind.
Right. And like, Shizuka actually starts preparing a fireball. Now, and I blow whatever's inside.
How
Maybe
about
not yet.
let me... Fuck it. I go inside.
Okay. All right. You are inside. You can see kind of this stone-like chamber. Is the map load for everybody?
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. I'm going to share a pin with you guys. Please do not click on the pin yet. Didn't show up for you guys, did it?
Yeah, it did.
I see it.
Do you? Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I was just, for some reason, I was delayed on my screen. So, in the center of the room, you can see like a large stone kind of dais or table. It's very square shaped. You can kind of see a little bit of the closest thing that you can equate to it is lightning kind of rushing over the very top side of it. It's got a whitish blue sort of glow that's filling up the room. In one of the corners, you can see that a lot of growth has started in this chamber. There's a lot of rubble, again, just kind of plant growth, and it's kind of obscuring some large kind of statue in the back. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to skirt around the side.
Boris is going to say, "Do not step on the DS."
To look at the statue.
Okay, look, perception.
Okay, so I'm gonna move to like there, and then I perceptify. Oh, there it is, and boop.
Okay, as you look it over, you can tell that it's definitely humanoid of nature. But it's hard to tell because the face is kind of fucked up, I guess is the best way to describe it. You can see multiple points around the jawline seem to be chipped away. specifically around the jawline.
Hmm.
It is holding a large stone sword in its hands, and it's pointed towards the floor. It doesn't look like it touches the floor, like it's not, it doesn't like a join with it, but it is a part of the statue itself. Uncertain if it can be removed or not, but at a glance from where you're at, it looks like it is a part of the statue, not a separate piece.
Mm-hmm. Does this remind me at all of the statues from where we fought Kosui, that temple?
It does not.
Okay, so it does not look like there are joints.
This one does not. It
move.
looks like a very immaculately done stone sculpture.
Okay.
But again, that's what you see at a glance. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna take a closer look at this dais.
As am I.
Okay. Petrovich is also going to move forward. You can click that pin, and it should show another map. Yes?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know Fantasy Girls did that.
Yeah, I leveled up.
It's pretty cool.
All right. So those examining, you will see, again, it is a 3x3 grid. And you can see kind of that white underglow and some blue hash mark lines that seem to be bits of electricity almost kind of arcing through that are making these designs. Petrovich scratches his head. Oh, fuck. They've changed the combination.
Those are the fucking combination.
What was the combination before?
It was... He scratches his head. Oh, too many beers.
Then it seems it doesn't matter that they changed the combination if you don't remember the combination.
I think it was 3 up, 2 across.
3 up, 2 across. Which is one that's on here.
I
What
don't...
do these mean?
I don't... Some sort of arithmetic.
Yeah,
Is anyone here good with math?
I'm good with math.
One across.
Let's see.
Okay, so it's not quite like that. I'm trying to put it. I'm trying to do Sudoku logic, and it's not adding up.
No, it's not Sudoku.
It actually is
It's definitely not
Sudoku.
Wait, it is? Seriously?
It absolutely is.
Oh.
Oh. So each of these represents a number.
Yeah.
That is correct.
The question is what number?
It's not number of intersections, because that would give it 0 for the top middle.
Or is it? 2, 3. No, you'd have 2 6s.
Petrovich
On the left column.
kind of shakes his head and
6.
he heads over to the statue. He kind of looks over you, Boris.
Yo, what's up?
Do you remember our teachings?
Barely.
Come now.
7.
It is
Heal my man.
It is a very difficult thing to know that a lot of this is a lie.
Of course. It's your whole life. They bring you in, they teach you what to know, what to do, and what to say.
So, you haven't lucky. You haven't been here your entire life. What, 2 years?
Just because my life is shorter doesn't mean it hasn't been my entire life.
He's got a point.
That he does. Anyways, I should get back to the puzzle.
Do you have any hints? Clues?
He scratches his head. I am a tool of the DM. I only give them when you have struggles.
At least he's honest.
Before it was 2, 3.
I'm fine with this.
You guys can make an intelligence check. Again, based off of arithmetic, mathematics. Maybe you guys can defer something else.
Hmm.
I
Well,
just need to know what
unfortunately-
each of these represents. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Well, I
Makoto,
think
you're
that's the puzzle.
absolutely confused.
Did I roll a 1?
Close.
Part of me wants to just... Can I be honest
How?
real quick?
Yeah.
You remember... Again, this is a very learned kind of mathematical thing. Yet, you know when counting...
Hmm.
like a shorthand, a lot of times people will, when it hits a certain number of something, they'll use another symbol
2, 3.
to count like a tens place or a 20s place or a hundreds.
Right.
Oh,
So-
God.
There's none that are only vertical lines.
1, 2, 3.
There's none that are only vertical lines.
There's 3 horizontal in one
Trinary?
instance. I think it might be. Well, no, it would be quadrinary maybe.
Wait,
No, try it.
base 4?
Base 4.
Yeah, base 4.
Tetranary. Sorry.
Yeah, tetranary.
Okay, hold on, I can do
there's
base 4.
2. There's 3. So then it's the first vertical line is 4.
Hold on. We might be overthinking this a shitload.
Yeah, I also want to say that we're probably... Yeah, I was going to say, we're also overthinking this because there's only one side symbol that's missing.
So question. I know that you drew an arrow. Is anybody going to do something with the apparatus?
What apparatus?
The apparatus.
That stone DS that's before you.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like a thing to...
Oh, I thought that was on the DS.
It is. It's the top. Think of it like a tablet.
I have to speak
Makoto
out.
sweat.
Whoa, what?
Makoto swipes more.
I
What
just
what is
have
Murdoch?
to say one
Can you
thing.
hear me?
What's that? We can now.
Yes, we can hear you.
It's pronounced Dias!
So this DS.
Oh!
Seagull.
Seagull.
Okay. Anyway.
Seagull.
Steven Seagull?
Oh my god.
What's going on?
Does Makoto swipe left or right?
I'm just
I was
asking
just-
by what means.
No, I was just gonna make a joke and say Makoto swipes excitedly at his tombstone. Nothing happens.
No, he's asking. I believe Atherin is asking, like, how do you make that mark on there?
I
Oh.
was just gonna say she's gonna just use her finger to draw that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just gonna trace my finger. Yeah.
Finger goes across. You can see kind of that blue lightning kind of dance across, and it just fades.
Wah, wah.
It's 24d10, a lot of damage. Just kidding.
Yes.
Gonna kill me for swiping at the.
Should have
Dias.
swiped left.
Now,
It's a puzzle. It's not fucking Tinder.
I'm concerned about these corners
Okay.
because they're lit up and the center is not. not sure if that signifies something.
I think that's just patterning.
Well,
The
I'm gonna roll a 20 on metagame here. I know Atherin's not saying anything, and myself as a DM,
Yeah, it seems
I
like that
wouldn't
might
say
be relevant.
anything because he's neither confirming nor denying my theory here.
see.
Can confirm.
I'm gonna roll 20 on my. I've played in Atherin's games before, and he knows how much of a fucking idiot we are.
Aw.
Yeah, which is all the more reason that it would be trapped to murder us. I'm
So
going
you
to
think
go
Atherin's
up to
playing
the
the double
statue.
long game?
I would like to go up to the statue and ask Boris and Petrovich, what's the standard praying procedure to your gods? Like, would it be to kneel or like to bow?
So he gets down, he places his right knee on the ground, so bending his left knee. He takes his right hand, places it just barely above his heart, raises his left hand kind of in a 3/4, so if it were like perpendicular to your body, raise it up 45 degrees, and he
Okay,
bows
I'm
his
going
head.
to do that, but I'm going to put my hand on the statue and see if I can feel like some kind of marking or anything on the
Perfect.
base of the statue.
Roll me. Not perception, the other one. At advantage.
Investigate?
Thank you.
At advantage.
Yes.
Okay. Advantage. Not very good at this.
So you again kind of touch the statue. You can see that there are some ridges and stuff in the armor, but that's really about it.
Okay, no markings on the base. I don't feel any markings on the base of it or anything.
Not on the base of it, no.
All right, that's what I'm doing for now.
I might have an idea, but I have to work on it.
Okay. Petrovich will ask Hal, what were you doing there?
I'm trying to see if there's any hints, something that a follower in their prayer would see or feel on the statue, something that would be apparent, something that stands out, something that's out of place, that would potentially be a hint to the password.
Ashton, do you have a copy of this image that you can send me?
Yeah.
Or Discord?
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
So I can draw all over it in paint?
Yeah. I will post it in the general chat for everybody. 1 second. And uploaded. Petrovich will answer you, Hal. Someone of faith would not need a clear answer. They would know it inside.
They would know it inside.
I'll have this puzzle done in 10 seconds.
But
Bor-
you would know it.
We'll have it done in 8. Give me my RAM.
Yes, I don't think it would be so outward facing.
Doesn't matter if it's outward facing, if it's in dust.
Can I look at the underside of the sword?
Underside, you wouldn't be able to get your head down there. It's too close to the floor, but you could look maybe between the sword and the statue.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Do they just keep the gate key in there? Play it like...
So on the back side of the sword, you can feel kind of these kind of ridges and bumps. It's going to take you a little while to kind of figure out. It is a very definite saying, and I will type it out to you.
Okay. I'll take out some charcoal and a sheet of parchment and like take a rubbing of it and then look at it.
Yeah. So that way you'll get a better look at it instead of just trying to figure it out letter by letter.
Yeah. The alphabet is so weird here.
Be right back.
I fucking hate you, Astrid.
Section of life.
Did I just fucking get it incidentally at the same time?
Did you?
Is that what it is? I passed this along to everybody.
He already posted it. Public.
Yeah.
I think I just drew it.
And what is that number?
E2.
I'm curious if you, well, 42
42.
is
Yeah,
the Sudoku.
42. Yeah.
I'm just curious if you know the system.
I mean, it's an abacus. It's the downs are a 10 and the across is a 1.
22.
Wrong.
It's base 3.
Wrong.
It is based.
Base 4.
Base 5.
Base
Base
5.
How the
Okay.
fuck is it base 5?
So 5 verticals would make 1 horizontal.
Oh. So then it's 4 horizontal, 2 no.
4
Yes.
vertical, 2 horizontal.
4
14.
vertical, 2. Okay.
And that adds up everything
Everything adds up to 42.
to
doesn't
42.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was looking at it as base 2 and counting up.
it? 8, 9, 10, 11.
Like I figured, like, just as an example, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc.
I think you mean base 3.
Out of character, Boris is just sitting there like, who the fuck counts anything in base 5?
Did I manage to accidentally get it then?
Yeah, you stumbled bass backwards into it as well. That is indeed the answer. You guys did good.
That's really fun that you figured
I-
it out as I was getting that message.
You guys see the hash
I'll be
marks
right
around it, right?
So
Yeah.
I almost had it there for you.
Yeah, I did see those, and I did see those, and I was like, wait a minute.
No,
There's
this was
4
good.
vertical
I'm glad that it didn't take like a bazillion hours. So there were some extra hints there too.
like the first time that you and you ran a game with us and it took us 7 hours to open a fucking chest.
Oh my.
Doors, the most fearsome enemy in all of Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons. 3 sessions later, it's still not fucking open.
That's cool.
All right. So, inputting the info on the dais. That was for you, Rukin.
Who is currently muted and deafened.
We won't tell him that happened. It begins to kind of hum.
It's not looking at us.
The dais begins to sink into the floor. As I imagine, Shizuka, you probably take a step back as it just starts to move down. The base starts to twist. Very, very slowly. In the back of the room, you can see Petrovich leaning his head against the door, his hand on the handle.
something up.
His right hand twists. Click. He turns around to face you. You can see blood kind of streaming down his nostrils. Something is not right.
Yes, we noticed as soon as you turned the fuck around.
Do you hear it?
Oh, fuck.
They're calling.
Boris is just going.
No.
Can I critic raw him?
No, you cannot.
They're not a thing.
But
Okay.
I will let you move over for flavor, or whatever. Your crossbow, however you describe it, you're going to fire. You tell me how you would coup de grace him.
Boris is going to start coming over and just pull out his. What do I even have on me? Boris is going to pull out his crossbow and shoot him first into the two legs and then in the head.
Awesome. So you can see him grabbing his head. You can, like, you know how you can see the veins poke out of somebody's forehead? You can see them almost start to pulse in rhythm with this this hum that's kind of filling the air. They stick into his legs. No,
You shall be a mercy, brother.
kill me before
That's not good.
No, that's not.
I think I know what just happened. Oh, I did not know what just happened. That's
Oh
bad.
dear.
I'm gonna move some of your characters.
Is he that size?
You can.
Or is that
Oh
just-
yes, he just the bolts. One of them just completely gets encompassed by the growing skin that wraps around. The other one just kind of pushes its way out. You can see the kind of second head start to form, and that is
Well,
not
I
the
should
one I
have gone
want.
for the head first. As Boris panically backs up.
I will not allow you to attack our masters. Roll initiatives.
Oh. Nice. Just an FYI, you should probably remove Petrovich from our friendly turn order.
Maybe he'll transform back. It's like the Hulk.
Maybe.
Like this really professional looking grin on their face. Like, yeah, that's what will happen.
And he should be on the tracker for you guys. All right, he has grown to 16 times his size. He is large. He is in charge. Makoto, you have initiative.
Oh, jeez, only for 2 seconds.
I will not call it a dais!
I called it a dais. What are you talking about?
Muranaka was so focused on the puzzle that we just figured out anyway that he did not notice what just happened.
Petrovich kind of leaned against the door, locked it. You could see blood streaming from his face. The humming of the dais just essentially drove him insane. He told you guys to kill him, essentially, but he will not let you harm the masters.
Unfortunately, Boris decided to incapacitate him first instead of just killing him.
But Makoto, you have the floor. What would you like to do?
Ooh. I have so many choices. Well, first things first, obviously, produce a weapon.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go with normal katana on that. And you know what? Considering the circumstances, I think I should buff up. And I guess I'll move forward as well.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right. We are on to Hal.
Alrighty, so I mapped it out, and he is 40 feet away, so going around Muranaka, I can just move and get there for 45. And I'm going to just start attacking.
All right. He should be targetable.
With the quarterstaff. Yeah, he is targetable.
That is a solid strike against his mass.
Second attack. Miss.
All right.
And my unarmed strike for my bonus action. Ooh.
Another solid strike. 7 points damage. Anything else?
I just say, I'm sorry, friend. You weren't a good man, but you also weren't a piece of shit.
Hurt me! Hurt me!
Weird.
Muranaka.
Okay, you've got some serious issues to work through, man. But since you seem so insistent, I will oblige you. And I will shoot him with my long. Right after I get to my sheet. There we go.
All right.
Oh, actions. There we go. Okay.
And you got him targeted. Good job.
Yeah, I did it right this time.
You the man.
Yeah,
You're the main man, Stan.
I will shoot him with my longbow.
It strikes into his flesh, does no apparent damage.
I will step up next to him and punch him. And martial arts is up. There it is. Okay, I found it.
Oh, you hit him solidly in the gut.
And then, let's see, that was 5 feet of movement. Oh, come on. I'm still not used to how to move the camera around on this map.
Middle click.
Middle mouse, yeah.
Oh. We'll punch him, and then I will move back to...
And we'll need damage for that punch.
20, 25, 30. I'm gonna move back. Okay, damage for the punch. I forgot. Doesn't.
Nice. Some good damage for a punch.
And then I'm going to basically backflip away, and then take another shot.
All right. And I'm gonna lock our tokens down. I forgot to do that.
Careful,
Go ahead.
don't shut off the arena.
Solid strike.
Yeah, the martial arts was the bonus action. Whoops. I rolled the wrong thing, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Alrighty. Anything else?
What did I miss while I was indisposed?
So, as you all were figuring out the puzzle, they put in the final key, which was the number 14.
Yeah, I was there for that.
Okay, so Petrovich, during all that, after his kind of heart-to-heart with Boris and Hal, moved over towards the door when when the puzzle was activated. He leaned his head against it, and his hand was on the doorknob. When people questioned him, he locked the door, turned around, and you could see streaming blood from his nose. He kind of grabbed his head when the dais started humming, and essentially said some sort of confliction in him. He told you guys to kill him, but he also transformed into this monster where he says that he absolutely will not let you harm the masters.
Okay. Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm going to say, what the heck just happened? What did I miss? Seriously, what is wrong with you people?
You will make a tasty treat.
I think I will pass.
Boris.
Yeah, and I'm just about done with this.
Boris is going to move up.
Come.
And start poking him.
Oh, that was a pointer.
Did I do pointer or did
No, it was me.
Okay. Which one's attack roll? There we go.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, so come, brother. Let's see who's properly the most powerful among us.
Oh,
damn.
that crit though.
Obviously, it was me.
Nice damage.
Not more than I'll cut you.
And on top of that,
Yeah, you see a large slice across his belly. And the second one's a miss.
Eh.
As you swung across his belly, you probably missed because you swore you saw something moving within his stomach area, moving up towards his chest.
And there's turn order. Dude. Shiz, up to you.
Okay, Shizuka.
Shizuka's gonna take a few steps back.
Okay.
Right here. Need a measure. Is the target control or shift?
Control.
Control.
You're not in range.
Untargeted.
Oh no, hang on. I need to be. The tower's right there. I need to be within 10 feet of this and 10 feet of the main statue.
Okay. Keep in mind that area where you guys are standing is slowly starting to open up. So you can stand there now, but eventually it will open up to a something.
I'm trying to be in range of both the statue and the dais, at least 10 feet of each.
Yeah. Again, the dais sunk down into the platform. The platform is now spinning open. It's spiraling open. Just very, very slowly.
Yeah, because the thing is, I'm trying to not hit Morinaka with this. I'm trying to shatter everything.
Oh, goodness.
Shatter this dais and at the same time shatter the statue.
The dais is in the floor. Again, it's opening up. You could try to attack the floor, maybe.
We do need to get through that.
So yeah, at least we have our way out.
Yeah, your currently your way outs are wherever this portal is opening up that's going to lead you, or through Petrovich.
And giant blob is not worth it
Yes,
right now.
obvious exits are north, south, Dennis.
Oh, she's just going to cast Shatter to just destroy everything around her.
Okay.
Oh. Morinaka should be, that's why I'm trying to move out of range so Morinaka doesn't get affected by it.
Shatter is not target centered on you, is it?
It is centered around me, that's why I'm trying to move
Oh.
That's Shatter.
trying to find a way that I don't hit him as well.
No, from a point
of your choice.
Yeah, because it's everything in the point, which would include you, so you point and target.
I mean, I'm thinking of something, I'm confusing it with
Thunderwave.
Thunderwave, yeah.
Which is also not centered on you, as I learned.
Yeah. Jeremy just put out something a few months ago.
Yeah.
Isn't it like a cube right in front of you or something like
Yes.
that? Yeah.
If that's the case, Moronak is right there. I can't make him move, or he'll just.
You can, I mean, you could target it up here,
Why?
and it would still hit the statue. Or here. Is that not what you're trying to do? Hit the statue?
You hit the statue and the dais.
The dais is in the floor.
The statue is above the floor.
The dais, okay. The dais is a door that is opening for us right now.
Did you ever see Indiana Jones?
My way of thinking was like just force it to open, but if that's the case, then
You could certainly try to blow a hole through the rock.
It just might also break the door and prevent it from opening.
Well, Murnock is standing on it too. So he could fall. You don't know how deep it is. There might be stairs underneath. You don't know. It's just opening very slowly.
The dais is the circle thing,
That is correct.
not the base of the statue, in case that was unclear.
in that case, how do I measure out there? There we go. In that case, I'll just cast Synaptic Static.
Okay.
Back so it doesn't affect the main party. Like, it doesn't affect Tanaka, Boris, or Hal. This is the spell. They don't want it to affect the three in front.
Okay.
So
All right. So success.
he takes half of this.
Okay. You can see the spell, although it's partially resisted.
You'll pay for that too.
You can see a little bit of blood start to drip down one of his nostrils. In his face, you can see some sort of bulge just kind of start to shift around. It kind of moves down below the eye, swings around the side.
And that's her turn.
Okay. Now it's my turn. All right, so Makoto, Boris, Hal, you're all going to need to make dexterity saves as this thing's lumbering forward.
Okay.
And I'm going to move your characters.
Nice.
Alright, I'll take it.
Okay.
Let me know if this is affected by evasion. If it does
Evasion is absolutely applicable, but a 10 will not pass. So you guys will have to manually add this damage.
Okay, so I still take half.
Yeah, however your evasion works. Those who make the save will take half damage.
So
Evasion is half on.
So those who made the save, which is Boris and Tanaka, you guys will take 5 points of damage as you kind of tumble out of the way.
We all take.
So we all
Okay.
take 5.
Got you.
Question: does this count as a melee attack?
No, it's technically part of his movement. Do you have Armor of Agathis up? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
to save, no.
Okay.
All right. He looks at you, Muranaka. You can see his right arm begins to extend out and grow into this large hook.
Give me that bow, pesky insect!
No thanks.
You don't seem like you're in much of a shape.
Oh no, he didn't move out of my threat range. Never mind.
Let's see. Target me. Target you. Boom. Oh. You guys hit him, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. This is fine.
Sentinel.
The hook. Oh, that's only wussy damage. Comes forward. It wraps around your bow hand. Just kind of sticks into it. You feel a tingle running up your arm.
I assume it's not a good tingle.
This is not a good dingle. How's this work?
God, it's a flesh bud. You're screwed.
Why does that self? Sorry. I don't know why this damage isn't done. It's 3d12 psychic. It's ouch.
Ooh, that's very ouch.
Okay.
So 19 points of damage as you can feel like your nerves just start to snap all the way up your arm into your brain. Now make me an athletics check at disadvantage.
Athletics or acrobatics?
You can
He's
use
trying to grab your bow, so athletics.
Doesn't matter. Both the same.
He's like, trick
I was
question.
just being.
Lemmy
just
is
being-
God.
Dang it.
All right. At disadvantage.
Oh, right.
That's okay. Just roll one more time. We'll take the lesser. Oh, yeah, we'll take that one.
one.
He grabs hold of your bow as he brings his hook arm back and just slams it against the wall, landing behind him. However, with his his left arm grows. He swings it at Shizuka. Oh, this one should be at advantage. Sorry. I forgot to click it. So the 22 will strike. What the shit? Hold on, something didn't work right.
Where did the psychic damage come from?
It was supposed to be on that last attack, but it didn't apply, and I was so confused. So let me fix.
Well, now we know why.
So you should have taken 6.
Oh, is it like sneak attack but psychic?
It kind
Where
of.
you can only do it once. Where he can only do it once a turn, kind of thing.
So I've done that. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna fix your damage, Shiz. And then we're gonna just re-roll it. Don't roll psychic damage. There. Okay. This is a hook kind of comes flying in at you.
You will never make it out of this tomb alive.
Makoto.
All right. Well, I do believe the key phrase here is going in.
Giggity.
I kind of want to do like a running wall jump to try and jump on top of him. But
You can do it
I'll
for
move.
for flair. I mean, if you're gonna try to jump on top of him, that's different. But
Yeah, that is the idea. Yes.
okay. Acrobatics.
Okay. Can I roll athletics instead because it's the same number?
That's not bad. So you kind of run up the wall. You can kind of kick off the wall off of him, one of like his kind of bent knee, and launch yourself up. He's pretty big, but I mean he's pretty mobile too. So we'll see how long you stay up there. But right now you were up there, but that's gonna eat all of your movement.
All right, that works for me. Because I already drew my sword. My footing's not great up here. Give me a sec. Oh, baby!
Yeah,
That's
you
much better.
stab. Eight points of damage as you drive. What do you have? Sword? Katana?
Magic katana.
Drive your katana in as you kind of slice through. You can see some movement there on his back. Some sort of object, maybe the size of a kind of a large rat, just kind of shuffles under his skin.
That's fucking weird.
It is weird.
This is,
I'll save it.
Okay. So that was your 2 attacks. Bonus. I think we're done. Hal?
Yeah, am I still in melee range of him?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm doing more hitting with the stick. Okay, that hit. That's good. I'll just hit him again.
Okay.
Damn. And then unarmed strike. Yeah, I'll do an unarmed strike. Cool.
That is a strike. Crack! Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Insects to me.
Muranaka.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Say, that was a gift. You will give it back.
Come pry it from my hands.
So his right arm.
Both arms are
Well, I
hooks.
guess-
Giant fucking hooks. Long range.
Yeah, I'm talking about Muranaka.
Oh.
His left arm is probably numb. 'Cause that's the one he held the bow in.
Lingering effects.
So-
Mechanically, nothing.
Okay. So he's just gonna pull out one of his short swords, his katanas, from his side, and he says, "Your proposition is accepted." And he's going to slowly walk towards him with this katana.
Katana.
Katana?
Katana?
Someone's getting their ass kicked.
Alright.
There you go.
Stays, I'll figure out. Okay, I think I got it.
Do you even know how to use that?
Miss. Hit.
Oh, this isn't magical anymore. Oops. I did it bad.
Did it bad. You do a couple quick.
I was trying. The 6 never happened.
Okay, so you do a quick kind of slash across him. He's still just laughing at you.
And then I will attempt a kick.
Nice. Oh, and your kick lands.
Kick him where I think his dick would be.
Oh. Well, he's got 2 heads.
Does he have 2 dicks and 4 balls to maximize pain?
Maximize pain.
Hey, Random, not super important question.
Okay.
This size category is huge, right?
Maybe. I think there are official grid sizes based off of class.
I believe 3 squares across is huge, yes.
That is
Yes.
correct. This one is 4.
So this would be yeah.
Yeah.
He's very big.
Big boy.
That is it.
damn.
I'm
Okay,
done.
Boris.
Hello.
Hi,
We're going back to the smack.
I'm Elmo.
Hi there. I'm Tickle Me Elmo.
You bring the pain.
I do bring. Ooh, I do. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Oh. God damn it. Divine bitch slap, you are failing me today.
Appropriate if you think about it.
That's fair. This is very.
You are committing heresy right now.
My God has left
My
me.
brother.
I cannot strike him down with my holy power.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll strike you down.
Oh dear.
Shizuka.
Okay. So she's wearing the robe of stars. Going to start from the robe and throw it.
Okay.
This acts as a level 5 magic missile.
Nice.
So
Roll them damages. So that's what, 5 bolts? 6 bolts?
Yeah.
Yeah, magic missile's first level, right?
5 bolts. So
Yeah.
it's 1 extra bolt of 1d4 plus 1 per level. So 5d4 plus 5.
Right.
What? It starts at 3.
1d4
Yes.
plus 1.
Yeah, it starts at 3 missiles.
So it would be an
You get
extra.
extra missile
so
per spell
7.
level.
Yeah. 7d4 plus 7.
John Woo!
And then I have to add 7 to each.
No.
And that plus 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 25.
So many ones.
Let me add this. Okay. Recorded? Anything else?
Then she'll, as a bonus action, she'll crush a level 2. And no, she'll use up to restore a level 5. That'll be her action.
Okay.
Who will die by my hand? Boris, you may yet still be redeemed. But you are of the faith, the wrong faith.
All right, Hal.
Yeah. What's up?
First hook incoming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it. I forgot to click advantage. So that 18
Hits.
wolf
Yeah.
strike. Okay.
Very much hits. That hurts.
Take 17 points of damage.
Alright.
He reaches back with his left hand. You can see kind of a bulge appear in his cheek, and just for a second you see a tentacle kind of pop out of its mouth, wave about, and then immediately retract as he brings his hook down. Hit. Oh, that's a hit.
That hurts.
Not only does the hook hurt.
Does it do psychic?
I forgot to. Damn it. Yes.
Okay.
I understand how I have to do it now.
This is fine.
So I'm just gonna roll it manually, and we'll have to add.
This is fine.
It's fine.
Everything's fine. I actually have a decent amount of hit points, so everything is fine.
20 points as he hits you in the shoulder, and you can just feel your nerve just kind of blast as it shocks across your neck, face, towards your lungs and heart.
Ow. Valoris, help.
Turn back if you can. No! Your friends! No!
Makoto.
All right. Time for some heresy.
Sweet heresy.
Sweet heresy.
If I hit with a claw attack, then I have to apply that buff so it applies damage on the next attack. Oh, and you strike. You take full advantage of his kind of temporary insanity, whatever. Drive deep.
Ooh, do I want to gamble the crit or do I want to use it now? I'm using it now.
Okay.
First, the normal damage.
Okay.
And second, I said I was doing some motherfucking heresy.
Eldritch Smite. Nice.
Now I definitely need to know, is he huge or smaller?
Even though he's 4 squares, I treat him as huge.
Cool, he's prone.
Yes. Good attack.
Hilarious.
Good attack.
Good attack indeed.
Let me apply
Which means
effect
this
to him
next
here.
attack has advantage.
He is now prone. Oh, it automatically applied for me. Thank you, Fancy Grounds. You're the best. And you strike. Another 8 points of damage.
I like to imagine that as like before the smite attack, just the Hisatsu Kaisen pose.
All right. Anything else?
I will remember to. Well, yeah, I did use the spell slot. Let me double check something. Action. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Hal, it is your turn.
Go to town, boys.
The
means advantage, right? On attack.
Yeah.
You do get advantage. The platform behind you, Shizuka, you're going to notice because you're about the only one with high enough percent. Hal probably would notice as well because you've got really high passive. The center circle where the dais was is now open, so it's just about a 5x5 square, and you can see almost like this artificial sort of beam of light starting to come up from the floor. It's a whitish blue color, just like that dais as it hits the ceiling. But carry on, Hal.
Okay, I attack him even more. Okay.
And you missed with advantage.
Not that helpful, dice. Other hit. That one hits, which means this. And I am going to pump a stunning strike because he's down, and why the fuck not?
Success.
Oh, he just barely did that too.
He did.
And
Right on.
then
Oh, just crack, crack, crack. I just imagine you just smacking one face, smacking the other.
Fuck. Worth a shot. That's 2 key and flurry of blows, because why not?
Also,
he really hurts,
just
and I would
crack,
very much like
crack,
him to not.
Crack.
be hitting me anymore. People go after me, so yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay. Well played, sir. Well played. Muranaka.
Well, all right then. I guess we'll hit a man while he's down. Let's see. Inventory. Actions. Why am I so bad at this? I'm going to
It's
take
just
out my other
familiarity.
short sword. I'm just going to take out my other short sword
Okay.
and begin carving him up.
So one katana, one short sword?
Well, they're just katanas.
Oh, okay. 2 katana.
But for stat wise, they're called short swords.
Gotcha.
That seems more like wakizashi, but
I mean,
Oh, fine, they're 2 wakizashis.
you use your weeb sticks.
With my weave sticks.
Slice. Oh, and that crit.
Oh, that crit!
Oh, yes.
It was waiting in that bag for this moment. As you slice across him, several things start to move in and around kind of the bulge on its neck. You can see these large mounds kind of shifting around. Anything else?
I'm going to action surge.
Nice.
Yes.
Do I need to click advantage? Or do I already have advantage?
He is prone, so you will always have advantage.
Okay.
An action surge.
That's a miss.
It is a miss, I'm sorry. But that is a hit.
That's not. Oh, yeah!
Oh, and that crit.
No, wait, no.
No.
That's wrong.
Yeah, because you got to roll damage.
That's wrong.
Uh-oh. It's going to roll crit damage.
No, I'll just,
Okay.
there we go.
There you go. Now roll damage. There.
Sorry.
You got
Did you
excited.
accidentally roll twice?
I got too excited.
Yeah, you did.
Well, he does still have his bonus action with the offhand.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna try and kick him in the dick again.
Oh.
Was kind of on his dick, but I imagine you just kind of kick him in the face. A couple teeth go flying.
As close to the dick as I can.
As you kick, you can see kind of that blood splatter, some teeth go flying, and a couple small little tendrils kind of come out for just half a second. Anything else?
I'm going to officially be disgusted by what he has become.
On one head,
Boris, help me.
on the other head,
Die, die, die!
Can I kill the one that's yelling at me
yeah, you can target it
first?
for flavor.
I'm targeting the one that's yelling for me to die.
Oh, when you strike. Slash across his face.
Let's see if
And a miss.
I really like the flavor of this not working, even though it's just the roll.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, he's just.
Boris, help me.
You kind of take a step back for just a
Working on it,
second.
Pedro.
Anything else?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna move over here, around Muranaka.
Sure.
And give poor not you. Give poor House some healing.
Okay, we'll let you take care of the healing as Shizuka. It's your turn.
I still get advantage?
Yep, still prone.
Oh, Eldritch blasting him from afar. Beams at this level, correct?
All right.
Yeah. 1 with advantage.
Oh, and it's a strike.
Damage.
Not bad damage either.
Out 2. Hang on, I didn't click the advantage button.
24 and 20, yeah. Both will strike. You don't have them targeted. Okay, so 7 and 8. No, 7 and 1. So 8.
Quick.
Yes.
Note: ranged attacks have disadvantage when someone's prone.
Oh.
Just point of order.
I mean, to be fair, this guy's pretty big.
I mean, this lower roll would have hit regardless.
Yeah.
but Just so.
Nope,
you know.
but it's a valid point. Anything else?
I'm gonna take a step back from the dais.
Okay. My turn. First thing of order, you hear some pounding of metal gauntlets on door back behind. So in this general area.
We're busy shaving. Could you come back later?
You hear, what's going on in there? Open up! All sorts of orders that you guys are probably going to ignore. Makoto, your footing's going to get a little weird here as some of the meat and muscle of this creature starts to lessen. Shrinks a little bit. One of the heads start to kind of reside back in the body. The main head is starting to take almost a distorted alien visage of Petrovich.
Kill me. You have the chance. No, kill, die!
First, it's going to take a swing at you, Makoto. It is going to stand up from prone.
Did you mean the head was going to recede
Yes.
into the body? Okay.
Minus 50 DKP.
Listen, if you could just learn to pronounce words, we wouldn't have this problem.
It's how I enunciate them. It's not a matter where you put the emphasis.
And you know, you just make sure to put it on the sigil.
I'm having a hard time
Escúchame,
targeting you.
lejos.
There.
I can hear poor Murdoch just having a heart attack in the background.
First hook. He is no longer prone. You guys did hit him. Okay. Out of nowhere, Makoto. The hook. And it strikes. Ooh, that armor of Agathis, though. He's going to follow it up. Some damage here. All right, so this is both the hook damage
And the psychic.
Damage. His arm just swings out of nowhere, kind of half catches you across the rib cage, and you can feel that explosion of nerves creeping across. He is going to.
If only I had one more spell slot.
I know he is going to try to hit you again. I forgot to roll advantage, but that's okay. It's still a hit. We'll just pretend like he has no chance of a crit.
Armor Agathis box. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already take care of that.
So he's going.
Yeah, I'm just saying, wouldn't it be? I'm just saying, wouldn't it have been funny if I could do this?
What is that?
Hellish review. Would be pretty funny.
Oh, I could. Just realized I missed a chance to Misty escape. Oops, too late now.
I mean, he could hit Shizuka from where.
Yeah,
he
it's
is
pretty.
Where Shizuka is. He could
He
probably
swings his other hook, drives it in deep.
Die, Makoto.
More banging on the door. The
I told
opening
you, reshaving. Please, we need some privacy.
is now larger. Makoto, it is your turn.
Might I suggest if we do kill him to properly keep the door so they can't get in?
So we just put him up against the door.
Exactly.
Alright, let's go for those hits. You know what? I have a bone. You know what? I still have my bonus action available. I'm gonna break out the big sword.
Okay.
This is my bonus action.
A big sword.
Oh, that's a shitty roll.
All right. The definite strike.
Please finish the job. Yes.
Nice.
All right.
I just kind of imagine this as Mako just jumping off and doing the slide downward. Did I cut him off?
No, you're fine. As you drive your last slash across his body, his hooks start to kind of recede out of you as he kind of stumbles backward, shrinking down. Although not immediately, but just kind of starting to slink back down to Petrovich size. And I'll throw his token up here in just a second, but you can hear him. What the hell happened? And Petrovich grabs his forehead.
It seems that
they have some kind of power over you.
Indeed.
I would like to move up to him.
Okay. You can hear the knocking at the door. As you take a few steps forward, those back behind you see the portal has opened up to maybe about 10 foot wide. The light just kind of pouring through. You can see parts of the door start to chip away as whatever they're using, probably axes, hand axes, they're chopping through the door in the back.
I am going to take out a throwing knife and say, "You deserve an honorable death. I'm sorry, it has to be this one." And I slit his throat.
Whoa.
Or sorry, I not slit his throat. I would like stab him in the heart in like a spot where I know it'll kill him fast.
All right.
While he's doing that, I'm going to go up to the door and say, "Everything is fine. Just had a slight wardrobe malfunction. Everything is fine. No need to come in here. How are you?"
You can hear the mass of people. Again, multiple spots on the door just starts to kind of chip and tear away. You can see the eyes staring back at you. Hal, as you pull the dagger out, you see almost this black kind of, I don't know, mucus kind of coating your blade, and you hear a loud kind of shrill sound come from within Petrovich.
Mm-hmm. Can I do? Can I try to pull the belt that I gave him off of him before I leave?
Sure.
Okay.
Can we just loot? How fast?
And then I'm gonna start running towards the hole in the ground, and I want to try to use my bottle of whiskey as a Molotov cocktail.
Okay, gonna launch it back towards the door.
I want to try to hit Petrovich's body and hit the door.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna help with that. Ooh, lighting shit on fire? I'm good at that.
All right.
Hang on.
So you guys kind of just go to town. The door kind of just bursts forward as a flaming Molotov kind of streaks across the air, striking against Petrovich, just lighting up, and you can see kind of the fire dance in the eyes of this maybe 24 armed men staring back at you. They kind of try to push the door frame. They can't get it. They reach in, try to unlock the door with the fire. They're still trying to make their way through. You guys know that you only have a few moments. Is everybody jumping in?
I'm good.
I'm gonna throw a. I'm gonna throw a.
Well, I'm
oil
not
flask
sticking
on-
around here.
I'm gonna throw an oil flask on the fire just for good measure and get going.
Makoto's gonna toss produce flame as well on the Molotov.
All of the fire.
So for me, it was twofold. It was destroying Petrovich's body so that they can't do weird experiments to it.
And taking off his pants.
No, just his belt because it's magic and gives you 21 strength, and that's kind of badass.
Before I jump in, I make a point to tell the DM that I grab my bow
Okay,
before it gets exploded.
very good.
And as I jump in, I'm going to yell, "You people are crazy!"
That's awesome. As you guys hit... Go ahead.
Makoto's probably gonna take the longest, and like before he jumps in, he just takes one look back. Farewell, Dimitri.
You can almost see this kind of smile across his face, kind of that lopsided Han Solo kind of grin. As they're breaking through, you take one last look, jump in. Those who jumped into the portal,
I bid you dos Vadonia.
slow fall. You start to drift down. Other than this kind of lightish blue, it is pitch darkness. But you don't feel like you're traveling at a great speed. Darkness everywhere. Seems like half an eternity. You start to see some odd glowing light. Closer
Kingdom Hearts!
and closer it gets. The scene around you, it's like nowhere on this earth. It almost looks like
It almost looks like the. What are those called?